Hey guys, what's up? Liru the Lance Corporal here, and today is Friday, so it's time for another announcements and recruitment video. Playing behind me is some PvP footage. We have a lot to talk about, so without further ado, let's talk about recruiting. So every Friday, we do a Friday recruitment op. It is purely vanilla, though you are allowed to come in with Blast Core, Dynasound, a few other client-side mods that suit you. Just remember they're not running on the server, so Blast Core Smoke, for example, won't be server-side, and the AI might still be able to shoot you through it. But anyway, all you got to do to come in and join the community is follow the TeamSpeak IP below that leads you to TSB's TeamSpeak. Then jump down to the help desk. A tier 5 will come up, sort you out, give you a green star. Remember, you got to be 16 or older. That's not my rule. That's my boss's rule who runs the TeamSpeak. And basically, after you get that, jump down to the Friday Ops channel. Now, the Friday Ops themselves start at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and end by 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, though we generally go about 2 to 3 hours. Sometimes we go over, and then rarely it's less than 2 hours if, like, it's a clusterfuck. But otherwise, you just have to stay till the end, and then afterwards you need to follow the second link in the description of this video to go to our website, make a forum account, and then in debrief I'll ask all of the green stars if you want to join the community, and that would be your cue to direct message me on TeamSpeak with a link to your forum account, and you'll get your tier 0 right then and there, which means you're a preliminary member of TSB. To become an official member within tier 1, you got to attend a general training hosted by one of the many tier 5 members. I don't handle training myself anymore. I leave that to them. Now, this Friday is going to be a very special op. I wanted to wait a little longer for Laws of War to come out because I have a very nasty syndicate campaign planned for you. And I say nasty in a good way because it's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to have to really manage your resources, and it's going to be a true challenge, but still enjoyable in my opinion. So, to wait for that DLC, which comes out early September, I've asked billman to Zeus for this Friday. billman is a very good Zeus. He is also very brutal. And since he doesn't have a player base to manage, he's borrowing mine for the day, he's going to be very, very deadly. And I'm going to help the squad lead. Ambiguous is going to command, and we're going to have a lot of fun. So bring your A game, guys. Let's make a good impression on billman. Let's kick his ops asses, but that's all futile. I know we're all going to die anyway, so let's have a good time. But anyway, that's how you join the community, and I hope to see you there. Remember, 16 or older. Anyway, announcements. We have a lot of announcements because we recently finished some changes. By now, I have published them on our website. The third link in the description below is a direct link to that post because that pretty much re-outlines everything I'm about to say. Number 1, we are going to now have a demotion system that will be intact. And it's basically targeted at, well, I'll be honest, the tier 2s and some tier 1s. This is because we're trying to weed people out from tier 2, because right now you just have to attend trainings and boom, you get tier 2. But guys, it's the same people every month that really cause the ops to fuck up. So demotions are kind of focused on these specific people. So, you know, don't freak out. 95% of you are going to be A-okay. It's just, you know, a few of you might have to worry, and we'll talk about that in a bit of further detail. But to explain the demotions, basically everyone in Tier 1 and Tier 2 on our master spreadsheet where we have a list of all of our active Tier 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s, well, we don't have Tier 4s, never mind, you all get a check mark in a new bracket next to your trainings called Common Sense. And if you do something stupid, you lose that and get demoted. And it's going to be a while before you get that back. Now, what defines something stupid enough to make you lose that? Let me give you some examples, and also some very common ones that we've already caught, and in the past had multiple times, that can make you lose your common sense, and therefore you lose a rank or more, and you won't be getting it back for a while. So, A, throwing grenades at spawn. If you haven't rebound your G key because for some reason you're grenade prone, I've never thrown a bad frag at base. I know a lot of people that have never thrown a bad frag at base. I don't know why the same people keep doing it, But whatever. That will not only get you demoted with your common sense stripped, but you'll also get like a 2-day ban. I mean, we're pretty sick of that. Another thing you need to avoid is if you're doing a stealth mission, and it's very clear that it says in the mission briefing, it's a stealth mission, do not fire an unsuppressed gun in the AO of a stealth mission. Why am I putting so much emphasis on this? Well, that's because we've had that issue about 3 or 4 times in the past 5 months, and it's, again, ruined the entire op. I'm forced to react to it, and then your precious ambient stealth op becomes a bloodbath for my viewer base to enjoy. Then again, I don't think the viewer base complains. Anyway, that's really to go over, the sense of what demotions are going to target. Again, 95% of you doesn't affect you. 95% of you, again, when we don't have those fuck-ups, we have a good time. Always. But to the 5% of you, we've already had 2 people get stripped of their common sense. Almost a third. Be careful. This is all Tier 5 discretion. We decide when the common sense is taken away, and we will decide when to give it back to you. Enough emphasis on that. Let's go over some new roll calls for ops. So Tier 0 is going to stay the same. We're just going to completely limit the fucking arsenal because people still abuse it. I apologize, guys, again, to the 95% of you following the rules. Sorry, but apparently I have to waste my time literally mandating the entire arsenal because 5% of the people here can't get it right. So, other than that, Tier 0 is going to stay the same. Tier 1, I'm going to make it easier for you guys. Instead of having your commander choose what you do, I'm going to basically outline how you should attack the AO. You don't have to follow it to a T. You don't have to follow it at all. I'm just saying that's how I'm going to prep the AO for you to do it. And if you do it a different way, well, you might screw yourself over, or it might be a really stupid idea. Like, let's say you have a forest that you're using to get into an AO to be stealthy. And then there's, open field everywhere else. I'm going to draw a line through the forest to show you where you need to go. I have a feeling some of you are still going to run through the damn open field, but and if I just said draw a line through the open field, I meant through the forest. I'm really tired right now and maybe tipsy, but still. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to make the Tier 1 ops more enjoyable because those are the ops where we sometimes have the biggest issues. And in that, everyone will just come for the op and the experience. So I think that's a win-win for everybody. Now, that doesn't mean that someone can't step up and command the op themselves, and I won't give you a brief on how you should do the op. By all means, you have 1 hour to step up before we do the op to say, hey, Liru, and this would be through TeamSpeak. Hey, Liru, I want a command. Don't give me any hints. And by all means, I welcome it. Also, Tier 1 ops will right now get a 60mm mortar that they are allowed to use in almost all their ops unless they're given OP vehicle assets. Again, my gift to you, have fun. Just use it wisely and don't fuck up the op with it by blowing up important shit. Cool. Tier 2 ops are going to stay the same. The only thing that's changed with Tier 2 is, well, we've got demotions now, so good luck. Let the odds ever be in your favor. Tier 3, if you guys were here for the last Sunday Tier 3 op while I was on break, I really wanted to host that because it was my way to show the Tier 3s and above how I want to take Tier 3. It's going to be a lot more ambient. There's going to be a lot of ways to do very creative ops, but I will tell you right now, if you try anything that is outside of what I would brief you on, it's going to be painful. To put it clearly, last Sunday when I gave them a stealth assassination op, they had a lot of their guys pushing up to an AO. They had a perfect shot on 2 HVTs. They could have killed both of them with a single bolt. The snipers called out, commander said no, pushed everybody up, tried to jump the 2 HVTs, and they got obliterated by a BTR. The only survivor out of 8 of them was Troglodyte. It was bad, but it's ops like that. Give them an experience, a lot of ambient animation use, a lot of focus on lighting, scenery, everything, all to deliver a unique experience in Arma 3, because that's what this is all about, Having fun, having a bunch of different types of ops, and giving everyone a good time, so long as you want to go to the next level, and you're mature enough to. So, also, above Tier 3, we're going to start seeing Tier 4 LW ops. The fabled Tier 4 is actually getting a rank, and there will be a separate video on that, but I want to be clear right now, Tier 4 will never be streamed. Let me clarify. Tier 4 LW, which is the official Tier 4 rank that technically doesn't exist, That won't be streamed. Regular Tier 4 ops, which basically regular T-4 op is just an op that isn't on the calendar that I feel like gathering players for. We're going to have one of those very soon, and I will stream it. We're going to be doing a scenario for a horror op in the next few days. That'll be interesting, unless I've done it already. Again, I'm just trying to gather 3 good players for it to have a bit of fun. But Tier 4 LW ops, which are the official, unofficial Tier 4, those are never going to be streamed. So, sorry I'm getting repetitive, guys. Just a lot of announcements to go over. I'm looking over a checklist. Again, all this is on that third post. So, other changes. We are watching the newest build of Antistasi. We're hoping that it fixes a lot of the issues. It's just only for Altis right now, and we're all kind of burnt out of Antistasi Altis, so we're waiting them to be deployed on other builds. Every Tier 5 member is going to start doing training once a week. Otherwise, they will lose their Tier 5. Same rule. I've already talked to all the Tier 5s. They know that there's some clauses because, you know, real life comes first, and sometimes that rule isn't doable, and we understand. Tier 3, same thing. Got to come to an op at least a month, or else you lose Tier 3. Again, it's just attendance thing. You can just come once a month for all I care, but it's because we've limited Tier 3 to 15 slots total. We're probably never going to reach that total because we're constantly, you know, promoting Tier 3s at the same rate of promoting Tier 3s to Tier 5. So we'll probably never hit that 15-player cap, but I have noticed that some people have taken some very long extended breaks from Tier 3 ops, and I'd just like to either bring them into the fold or just know that they're not, you know, coming back so they don't need the rank. Regardless, other than that, everything else is on the forum post. Lot for me to go for. This is clearly going to be one of our biggest announcement videos. I apologize for that, guys, but it's all very important. Other than that, I am back on campus now, and I'm not going to lie, it's probably going to be an easy semester. I've already done my homework for like the next 3 weeks. Easy shit. But I did follow through with my promise, and I got a P.O. box. So, to, like, the 5 of you that have been bugging me for the past 2 months, yes, you can send me some mail, and that's the 4th thing in the description below. That's the address, and I've got a buddy that'll check it for me and then send me the packages from the P.O. box. It's a bit of a, you know, security feature because I like to keep my anonymousness, and I hope I never get to 100K because then I might have to show my face. Fuck, why did I promise that? Anyway, guys, I'm Liru the Lance Corporal. Thank you so much for listening in. If you got any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to message in the comments below, and I will try to give you a reply as soon as I can. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. I swear to God, if you all send me dragon dildos, I'm going to go nuts. Because I know a specific someone is going to start that meme again. And I know who you are, Rube. I just said your name because I'm a dumbass. Oh, speaking of Rube, the face rig stuff. That is going to be coming very, very soon. It's like 95% done. I've seen previews. It's amazing. We're just doing some minor tweaking with the code, but we should expect that by late September, and I will keep you guys posted because I know some of you are very curious about that. So anyway, guys, again, thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally, and take care. And on a final note, I have no idea why that video, that one training op, quote-unquote, is going viral right now. I don't understand YouTube anymore. I really don't. It, like, raped ad revenue and then all this crap. But, yep, take care. This video is too long. Peace, and see you Friday.